Welcome back. Tuesday was our last video. Here's the economic news calendar for the week. Today's Thursday and today was pound interest rate day. Looking at the DXY weekly chart, last video I said I wanted to see price start to move up into this weekly gap, which we have. I mentioned that I wanted to see this down close candle get respected, which it did. And also if you look at that BISI level, you can see the bodies of the candles respecting it. Now while price was down here on Tuesday when I made the video, I mentioned I wanted to see this buy side liquidity get reached up into, and then ultimately this one. So my targets for this week on DXY have been met. Looking at pound dollar, mentioned this weekly gap that we're still looking at. The higher time frame level on the daily time frame that I was looking at was this gap that I mentioned over the weekend, and then on Tuesday I also mentioned this up close candle that I wanted to see price respect, which it did. Began moving away from it, and then on the FOMC day expanded to the downside, and then we had a retracement and back down, tagging the sell side liquidity that I mentioned that I wanted to see be reached for the week. On Euro, inverse of DXY as usual, looking for this weekly BISI to be traded down into. The daily levels that I was looking at was this gap here, and then also this up close candle. I wanted to see price respect it by moving away from it, which it did. On the Wednesday, as you can see, it gravitated away from it. Then we had a retracement during the Asia session, and then today it expanded down, clearing out these relative equal lows that I also mentioned on the Tuesday. So my targets for the week have been met. So I'll just wait for the weekly candle to close, see what higher time frame levels exist in that, and then go from there for a weekend analysis.